Taurus, how you doing, guys? So I'm starting again. I do apologise. I'm going through some things through retrograde or through astrology that's happening at the moment, and it's really hitting me at the moment. So please do excuse me. But this is for your last half of February. Your cards are already out from the moment before, and then we'll look into the moment after for the last half of February. Okay, but I'm feeling like this energy of like weak, like a will, because I started to hear like bending a will or feeling weak, like I was weak and felt very weak and tired. Something to do with like being persuasion, like a persuaded or swayed, some kind of like clothing as well, swayed, swaying. So like also like a journey of sway, like a stomach feeling. I feel it in the stomach, but I feel it in my energy that it was a lot to do with like backwards and forwards, but some kind of like illness, because I keep feeling like this illness around me. But we will look into your cards for the moment after and the moment before. Okay, guys. So also for Patreon members, I've reduced the price now from $16 a month to $5. It's month by month by month. You can join for a month. Obviously, the people that are already over there, things will change. But if you want to join Patreon, it's $12.12 now on the clock. But if you want to join Patreon, it's now gone down to $5. And for that, you get all of your extended readings, like before, all the teaching segments. Eventually, they will all get put over there so you can see what was on different tiers. They'll all just go into one tier, okay? And it's gone down to $5. And there will also be meditation music. I don't know if people have been watching that or listening to that, and the stuff that I'm trying to get better at. But there will be an MP3 version that will be uploaded to there different times, and you can also download that. That's not right now, but it will be at some point during the next month, and you can download an MP3 and put it onto your players for meditation music. You also get that too. Okay, so it's basically gone all to one tier, and it's $5 if you want to join. I really would appreciate it. It really does help me out and continue with the channel, but I'm trying to give everybody access so everybody can hopefully see their private different readings, extended readings. But anyway, enough, Steve, enough. So I keep hearing like enough. Like it was like enough was enough. It's like, is it enough? Is it enough? It's what they keep saying. It's repeating. Was it enough? Was it enough? Did I do enough? Or can I do enough? But there feels like some kind of like serving, like service that someone has to do. And is it enough? And is it enough? And is it enough? Okay. So I can't quite remember what cards you had. So the first one was the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a lot about children, okay, and a lot about a plan that wanted to be like a go ahead, like given the go ahead, but it felt like, well, at the moment I just need you to stay there. But there was something to do with like an illness as well. Like, I'm just needing you to just give me a break just for the moment, because I'm stuck at the moment is what it feels like. But I'm also stuck at work. Okay, so then you got the sign of Cancer. Okay, but a lot to do with like I'm just stuck at work all the time, traveling. There seems to be someone that, well, a Cancerian, this can be you, where it just feels like, you know, I'm constantly stuck. To do with this car, like I always need someone's, like, because I'm picking up like a mobility allowance, a mobility, or something to do with a motoring company, but they're saying like a mobility scooter or a mobility or some kind of like ailment as well. They're saying, I hope it wasn't like a serious ailment, because I know that there was readings through the Cancerian readings and also through comments. There was a lot to do with a proper illness, but I'm picking up like a mobility to do with mobile, something mobile, like a home as well, like plans to move, but it just like, because I'm picking up like a mobile home, because this is a lot to do with like a car or a van, and I'm picking up mobility scooter or mobility or a mobile van, because I'm picking up like van housing. I don't know why, like being bled dry or something to do with like it's just dry at the moment. Something's dry, or what am I hearing? Sorry guys if my visions are quite scattered, but like I said, through what's going on, I really can't engage in things. An engagement. They're saying something about an engagement, or I can't quite make it. I can't quite make it yet. This engagement that is there. It's either a physical marriage engagement, or it's like this engagement that we've got, meaning like this plan that we had to do with traveling. At the moment, we're going to have to put it on the back burner, because because of some kind of ailment is what they're saying. So we're going to have to like keep it in the forefront of the mind, but we're going to have to like make it as a secondary kind of plan that's going to happen later. But at the moment, if this was an illness that I'm channeling, it was really to do with that being put on the back burner. Okay, but for a lot of you, if you want to go down to a normal reading, I think that if you are involved with a Cancerian, they're stuck at work a lot. Okay, they're stuck at work a lot. So you would have to know someone that has cancer. I keep saying that someone that had cancer. I don't know why. But someone that has cancer in their chart, they're stuck at work. It feels like, well, they're just with their children all the time, or that the person is with this Cancerian all the time. It could be that the child is a Cancerian, okay, but something to do with, well, I'm just stuck here taking this person and having to do like mobility for them, having to take them to work and having to pick them up and take them to work and pick them up. And this could be you that's just having to do this, travel a lot for work and things like that, or travel for this person, okay. And that feels like, well, that's just there. I don't know why, but that's just there. Okay. So you've got the devil. You see, I mean, this guys, I can't get off this one. Excuse me. But there is an ailment for sure for someone that was going through like a serious ailment. Okay. But this can also be like a serious addiction. Now, I know Cancerians had a lot to do with addiction in there. As cross-watchers, please keep an open mind as well as everybody else. But there was like a serious addiction that someone had, okay? And this could be a child that you know, okay? I don't know how old people are, but it can be someone's child, obviously, and they could have an addiction, like a serious addiction, and it's affecting you. But that could also be a friend that you know, okay? But there's definitely a lot of having to do this company or this travel, and it's just seems to be binding where, well, we've said that we would. So if we've said that we would, then you need to stick by your word. These can be conversations. You said that you would, and that we are now fixed in this contract. Someone works also for like a travel company, okay, or it's a travel guide or something. But it feels like, well, we've now signed on the dotted line, and that we're going to have to stay. Stacy, or stay, or we're going to have to stay. We're going to have to stay. We're going to have to stay. I think that's like we're going to have to stay a while here at this place, and we're going to have to stay a while. Okay. Some of you, this is coming through as a contract to do with a travel company and work. And this is a contract that you probably just signed on the dotted line, and because this can be the boss. Okay, this can be the boss, and it's like, well, we've just signed a contract, and that it's to do with travel company, and just at the moment we are absolutely lounged out with work, and that you are now going to have to do this. That someone probably doesn't like that they have to do this amount of journeying, and there's a lot of journeying. Journaling. I'm also picking up journalist, like a journalism, something to do with. Sorry, they're also saying autism, maybe. So it could be something to do with autism, okay, or a company or something. But also like, what did I say? Journaling, some kind of like journalist, journaling things down and writing things. I'm also seeing like publishing, trying to get something published. There is something that's also very reliant, codependent kind of feeling around children, the kind of family situations, but also around work. But also, like, I keep picking up like an illness for someone. Like it's like an addiction to work, or it's like I'm just a slave to the grave at the moment. That's what they keep saying. I'm just a slave to the grave, Okay, but please keep an open mind, Taurus, because these can be a lot of channeled messages. There's a lot of codependency. Okay, 4 of Cups. So this could be where you found out that someone was still drinking. And because this person's in this card is really going at it, you know, it's like, well, I'm just in order to drown my sorrows. It feels like, well, I'm gonna have to drown my sorrows. But for some of you, this could be like an illness, and it's like, well, I'm just at the moment, Steve, I'm just so ill. I'm stuck at home, and I'm stuck in front of the TV watching Steve. Thanks. But at the moment, not at the moment, the moment before. Okay, guys, this was the before. But at the moment, I just feel like there was also a lot of drinking that someone was doing, and I found out that someone was drinking. this is a big codependency to physically open someone up, like to get them to show their true expression of feeling. With Scorpio, okay, I have a lot to do with Scorpio, but also Gemini could be involved. But you've obviously got Cancer and the Devil, okay, but you've got the Sun, so a lot to do with Leo as well. So these characters can play out in your chart, someone else's, or in the family, okay, but a lot to do with this family business. Someone like works for like a family business, okay, but it's kind of like, listen, just you're in my business, but will you stay out of my business kind of feeling is what's coming through. You know, you're in my business, but will you get out of my business? There's an energy of that someone needs something, but they don't need everything. It means like, well, I'm just going to give you this, I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to give you, and I'm going to offer you loads of things. Someone in the family is very like, what would you call it? Very helpful, but not seen to the other person. Okay, because it's coming through as two energies, and it's like, well, you know, I will do this for you, and I will do that for you, but you need to. Because it feels like, well, I can do it for myself. I can do it for myself. And it's like, no, I'll do this for you. And it's like, no, listen, you're going to have to do it yourself. And it's a changing of energy, like because you're contracted by this devil energy as well, by the ego, okay? And it's a lot to do with, listen, I will take you and I will do this and I will do that and I will do this and I will do that, like a bit like a slave to the grave, kind of what they're saying. And then more like, no, you need to do it yourself. There's someone in the family that's saying, well, why can't you do that yourself? But that can be another person that's saying, listen, why can't you do it yourself? And no, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do this. It's like, no. Okay? So, see, this is someone that's having to take medication. Okay, medication. So, I mean, it could be you or someone that you know, but having to take medication for an illness. There's also like a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff that someone's having to keep going to, or keep going to, and having to keep going and keep going and keep going is because I'm also picking up like something to do with a car or a van or something, and it's like, well, I'm going to have to keep going, and it's like, well, I'm just public service. I'm just doing this for public, and I'm just doing it, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it for the public, but it's wearing me out. Warden, like a traffic warden. I'm picking up like a traffic warden or warning sign, boarding pass. They're saying something to do with a boarding pass, okay? And it feels like checkout, like beep, like a boarding pass going through like what do you call it for a plane, or something to do with like a boarding pass, like boarding. Or boarding up something like an old place of residency where it's like, well, we're going to have to board this up, and then because I'm hearing like these nails and stuff like being boarding something up. What else? It's kind of like we're going to have to board this old place up in order to be able to move, but we're going to have to look into a travel agency also for where we can move. Some of you physically are just thinking about moving, right? And that you might realise that you have got to go to a travel agency to go somewhere else. Because I mean, I can't escape this. Sorry, but this is the Sun, and this is the Son of God. You know, people know about religion, but Lucifer was the firstborn ever archangel and cast below. So it's like so above, so below. There's a lot of like low and high, low and high. And I'm picking this up that you could be around someone that has to take medication for like bipolar, or for something where their energy is like, oh, it's suddenly there, and then it's like, oh no, it's not, and then it's like, oh yes, and it's there, and then it's not. It's vibration. It's very confusing for me, but it can be coming across as someone that has to take medication. But it can be to do with someone that's detoxing through an addiction of alcohol or something, and then 1 minute they're like very low, and then when they have tablets or something, all of a sudden they're very high, but it's kind of like a false dopamine system, which is relating to a lot to codependency, that you'll get a response from someone, but only when on their terms through the medication that they take. Okay, if there's like a lot of clients, these can be a lot of clients that you're seeing as well, family counselling and stuff, because this is family therapy. Something's very therapeutic for someone, but this is a lot of family therapist, or what else they're saying, therapy, like, or it might be marriage counselling or some kind of like therapy the kids or for people. Because the people that work for children or the doctors or a care home. Some of you are looking into care homes or was for an elderly person, okay, within the family, and visitational rights and stuff. They're also saying visitational rights for the children, and that you're bound by a legal documentation of what they call marriage, which is what, a piece of paper these days, or every day. It's like every day. It's this every day. Day, Colin. Oh dear, sorry. You're not watching Colin, are you? We're not talking apparently for years. sorry, someone I know. I used to, but very narcissistic. Sorry. So this just came up, but day, some kind of like night and day. It's happening at night and then at day, and then in the daytime I'm fine here, but then during the night I'm like, oh, let's get on with this addiction. Someone does it at night, meaning like during the day they go to work and they probably take medication. See, this can be a prescription for drugs. This can be methadone or I don't know what people would call it in America, but people that can have an addiction to heroin or something. It can be morphine, because they're saying something to do with morphine, okay? And it's like, well, at work I have to take this morphine, or I have to take tablets or something to go to work. But then when I get home, like, or at the weekend is when I kind of like really struggle with this going out into the public, and that I have to stay at home here. It's kind of like, well, I have to stay at home because of all this temptation. So I've got to, this is going to the chemist as well, somebody. Okay, going to the chemist to get a prescription is what they're saying. Prescription, cancel my subscription to the resurrection. I got some friends inside. Now I'm going cold. A lot to do with jail sentence, or someone that goes to see their person that was incarcerated. Something to do with that, and they have to travel a lot to see the person, but that only really relates to the people that know. Okay, I got some friends inside. Something's inside. Something was inside somebody. Okay, now that could just naturally be a pregnancy, guys. Okay, but I'm picking that up. Something was inside me, like indigestion, or I'm picking up right through the stomach region, or like, I mean, it could have been a serious ailment for somebody. Cool. I have to take a drink. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to come off that one because that's the moment before. Okay, they say. Okay, Taurus. Are you ready, Taurus? Let's see. Let's make sure they've got the right deck. I actually messed that one up during the Aries reading and picked up the wrong deck of cards. But let's see. So now let's look into your last half of February, guys. Last half of February. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. For the last half of February. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Wow, brilliant card. Brilliant. Health. So health now has been rejuvenated. Your soul's been rejuvenated. So I really do hope that you like the meditation music that I've been making. But rejuvenation of the soul, and to cleanse. There's some kind of like cleansing now. This is someone that's clean now. This is someone that's clean. Someone that can afford a lot of things to take someone out. Also have time for the relationship, and also to look after their health. So someone could have had a health warning. Now is what I'm picking up, that someone could have had a health scare, a health warning, but now they're realised. So what if it's to do with love? Okay, then I think someone probably realised that how important that someone is to someone, and how much dedication that it can take to now look after oneself. Okay, because this is a good card to look after oneself. Okay, so let's see, because this is looking into like CBD oil, because it was picking up like CBD oil, or some kind of like oil therapies, or like a bathing oil, or some kind of like a relaxation spa is also what they're saying, like a spa. I'm also picking up like a delicatessen, like beep, beep, hello, and welcome to Tesco. We are open 7. You don't have Tesco in America, but here it's just like a big shopping place. But hello and welcome to Tesco. We are open 7 days a week. It's something to do with like a checkout service, or someone's checking you out because you may have broke free from this love pattern, And you now be single and thinking someone's watching, is what they're saying, like checking you out, is what they're saying. And now I'm checking. Okay, a few things, Taurus. Someone did have a health scare and they're checking themselves, which is very good for people. You know, even I don't do that, but checking to check. They're checking themselves, or they're going to a doctor's now and they are physically given a clean bill of health, okay, because the sun was also here. So there's someone in the family, okay, but they're also now checking themselves, and they're also karmically checking themselves for you guys out there in Wonderland of Love Life, but they're also like checking themselves and checking their behavior. I'm also picking up Czech Republic, some kind of like Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic or something to do with Czech Republic. Oh, public. Oh, around the nether regions, the public. Or putting it out to the public. Let's see, for Taurus, rising of Venus for the last half of February. Taurus, rising of Venus for the last half of February. Leo, there you go. So you got Leo. Leo's in the family. Leo's in the house. Leo is in the house. So someone's in the house. Yeah, I've got Leo in the house, Steve. I've got Leo in the 4th house. I don't know why. But I've got Leo, Steve. I've got my Leo now. I've got them. They're back. They're back. I've got them back. So they want me back now. Oh, so you want me now? That's what I'm hearing. But oh, so you need me. Okay, so there's some kind of like care and affection that's now being given into the relationship, where there's time. Someone's putting more like effort into this health situation. Someone sees someone very strong and independent also, because I'm picking up like a pendant, something like a gift that may have been given to someone, and it was a pendant, like a friendship bracelet or something, because they're picking up like a pen, also a pen to do with like writing something to do with a pen. Because if it's like Penn and Teller, right, like a trick, I don't know why, but Penn and Teller was like an illusionist, right? I don't know why they're saying that one. An illusionist, a Penn and Teller. Aha, it was just a trick, is what they're saying. Oh, it's just a, no. Okay, so they're just saying that there's a lot to do with someone being told now that it's safe, that it's now safe. Because it picks it up like safe to approach. Okay, safe to travel. It's now safe to travel. Something was going on here, and it's now safe to travel. So you've got someone that is talking to you more than likely that they want to move in, or it is talking about generally moving on. Like the family could be like, well, we're going to have to now move. Okay, we're going to be able to go out. We're also going to be able to like because I'm picking up like travel expenses, but the cycle of that is now over, okay, and now there's time for the relationship. Show me Taurus for the last half of February. Taurus for the last half of February. Taurus for the last half of February. Wow, there you go. So you got lovers, Gemini. I did have a Gemini feeling here. You got 6 and 6. So a lot of time for family. This is also grandparent, going to see the grandparent sort of, or some, because it can be visiting someone, going to visit them, okay, but also going to see my love, does it good, oh my love, only my love does it good to me. Who likes a bit of Paul McCartney, right? My love does it good to me. Right, Taurus? My love does it good to me. So there's love. Oh, my love. Only my love does it good to me. When I go away, I know my heart would stay with my love. It's understood, it's everywhere with my love. Because my love. Sorry, I got that song in my head now. Whoa, because my love. Oh, I was concentrating on your energy, even though I was singing, Taurus. Okay, so now you come up against this 4 again. You see, you might get word that someone started drinking again. You might, but my love does it good to me. But again, there's going to be some. It's. Put it this way, okay, guys, I'm with my soulmate, okay, and I went through 6 karmic soulmates to finally get to my actual soulmate, okay, and our energies still clash very much so, okay. We have, like, you know, but general life, but our energies do clash, you know, they very much do. I'm going to do videos because some people might want to hear what it's like, but you've got soulmate energy here, and you've got a lot of mirroring. You still mirror each other, whether you're with your partner or whether you're without them. Karmic situations that I will give you some information on, of when you're not really physically with them, you can feel this underlining warmth with someone at a distance. Okay, if they're at a physical distance, you can still feel them energetically because you have a connection. You see, they're connected to you, to your soul. So you will pick up on what time they wake up, on all kinds of different stuff, and you will feel that energy very much so. Okay, but however that turns out for people in the end is different. But I don't know why I started talking about that. But there's a good chance to reach out to this person again. But it's I think that because if they're saying something like reach out, which is, I think it was in Britain. And it was like Reach Out. It was like a drug and alcohol service called Reach. I think it's called. I haven't done counselling in years. I left that scenario, but like Reach, because like far Reach, something to do with that. Okay, like a research, but also like Reach Out. Like this person could still be drinking, maybe. Okay, because this is a denial card, because it refuses to move, and it's not about refusing to change. It's just the fact that people will be their star signs and their star alignments and everything that they're supposed to be within destiny. You can't change that, right? So why people believe in this law of attraction and think, well, I'm just going to get stuff that's not meant for me, right? It doesn't work. It really doesn't. But that's other people's beliefs. But you will get what you're supposed to get, and you'll be the person that you're supposed to be, exactly the same as who you're supposed to be. And the more you fight and struggle to be more than what you are, that's when you become false. Okay. So I'm picking up some kind of like falseness around someone where there's a lot of, well, okay, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to give you this, like, reach out to you or not. And it feels like someone plays this kind of like against someone. It's like, well, you know, you just need to like start doing something. And it's like, look, because you could be saying to somebody, listen, there are so many things out there that you could do. You know, there's so many opportunities in life that you could have. But are you going to take this opportunity and this job or this help? Because it feels like someone refuses to take any help. They say, no, I'm okay. I can do it all by myself. Right? I can do it all by myself. I don't need your support. But they do, you see. That's the point. That's the whole point to this scenario, is that someone does need that help. But when they're willing to do it themselves, you see, you've got Scorpio energy, which would be the opposite sign with Taurus. Okay, so it could be rising. Okay, so someone could be watching this. It's those star placements. But we will dig deeper. So hopefully, the reason why I've put it down to $5, I don't get too much of that. Okay, by the time that gets through to everybody else, and then comes through to PayPal, and then the exchange rate from dollars to pounds, you can actually donate and pay as much as you want. But the least amount, the amount is $5. Okay, for that, you get the rest of the reading clarified, and then every other reading that I do as before, it just goes straight to Patreon. But if you click the link below under the show more section, it will take you to Patreon, and you can join for $5, and that will give you These ones, the monthlies, weeklies, other readings that I'll do, other things that will generally be added as well. And it also gives everybody a chance, hopefully, to watch their extended readings. And then as we change through the year, there will be different things added as well. Okay, guys? But that is $5. I really would appreciate your support. Please give it a like, share and comment also. That really does help. If I don't see you over on Patreon, guys, thanks very much for your support. And but I hopefully will see you on the other side. Okay, Taurus, thanks very much.